What's up, everybody? OGP back with you from the theater. Gonna go see Denzel Washington in The Equalizer 3. We're waiting a long time for this movie, and honestly, I didn't think it was gonna happen because of that TV show with Queen Latifah. Not a fan of the show. Love me some Denzel. I don't have a problem with Queen Latifah, just the show on network TV, you knew was not going to be on par with the movies. So anyways, we're going to go see Denzel in The Equalizer 3. I'm going to come out afterwards and we'll talk about it. I'll give you my thoughts. No spoilers, so don't worry about that. Maybe at the end of the video, way at the end of this video, I'll give you some spoilers if I feel like I need to, but I will give you plenty of warning, so don't worry about spoilers. I will give you plenty of warning to exit out of the video before I do say anything that may spoil the movie. So let's get into the theater, check it out, and let you know my thoughts on a movie I've been waiting for a long time. Oh yeah. Hopefully the theater's clean today. This is a nice theater. Sometimes just a little on the dirty side. So here we go. You know we got to see it on the giant Dolby screen. Yeah, Equalizer. 7:15. Hopefully, man, that glare. Hopefully this is really good. Should be. Denzel's amazing. Reaction time. Well, the movie is over and I liked it. It was fun. Another good Equalizer film. Let's go outside and talk about it. Right there. I just left and I just got done watching The Equalizer 3 as previously mentioned many times probably. I get a little redundant at times. But this was a fun movie. Another good installment of the Equalizer franchise. Denzel's phenomenal as always. I think it was like an hour and 49 minutes. Did not feel that long. It went by really fast. At one point, I was like starting to have to like go use restroom. So I looked at my my phone to see what time it was, and it was like already like an hour and a half into the movie, and I was like, no way, an hour and a half already. So the pacing is great. This one, I don't think this is a real spoiler or anything, so I'll just throw it out there. Takes place in Italy. The locations, the scenery and everything was really great. I like how they mixed it up rather than having it's not just another like retread script in a different location, which the first two Equalizer movies weren't. They were very different, but with one common denominator, and that's a badass Denzel Washington, which he continued to be in this movie. So a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I'm going to digest this movie a little bit more and then give you some more maybe detailed thoughts here in just a moment. So as I sit here sipping on my Diet Coke, I've been reflecting on the movie, and I really enjoyed it. And while I'm at it, hit that thumbs up if you would. If you enjoyed this video, let me know your thoughts down below on the movie. Try not to do heavy spoilers in the comments. We don't want to ruin it for anybody. But let me know down below and hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed it, or thumbs it down if you didn't like this video. But hopefully you did and you want to hit that thumbs up. But to be fair, there are, if you want to nitpick, a few things that you could look at as issues with this movie. One of them is I felt like the movie was written to be an hour and a half, and it was directed to be closer to 2 hours. There was a lot of establishing shots and filler, kind of these montages where they're letting you know the people we're talking about, you know, the Equalizer, talking about Denzel, the people he's protecting. There's a lot of montages showing that they're good people. And it was like, okay, we got the point, now let's move on. But we didn't. We kept going back to that for a little bit. I didn't mind it, but it was kind of obvious to me that it was just like, we already got the point. We can move on, but we're sticking with this. Maybe they felt, I don't know. Audiences can be pretty dumb, but I don't think that was it. I think it was just to try and gain a little runtime. This is the way I felt. So that and the overuse of the word grazie, and which I think is like Italian for like thank you. That word, boy, we need a grazie counter in this movie. That was overused a lot. And then at the beginning, there were some conversations that felt like they were being, that these conversations were written to explain things to the audience. And I was like, man, they're spelling it out for me rather than letting me watch and figure it out for myself. And again, are we questioning the intelligence of the audience? I don't know. Could have been just me because I pick up on these things. Maybe some people won't get that or feel that way, but to me, that was like, it felt, the writing didn't feel, at the beginning of the movie, it didn't feel on par with the other two movies in the franchise. But it felt like network TV writing. It felt like maybe like whoever directed the TV show directed this. It was definite network TV writing as opposed to theatrical, big screen writing. So that's like pretty much it as far as nitpicking. Things that I really liked about the movie. Denzel's always phenomenal. Locations were great. Pacing was good. It was fun. The character, was the same as he's always been. His MO remained pure as far as him seeing somebody being treated wrong and him wanting to take care of them, or fix the situation. So I really enjoyed that. That was very well done. And I think there's a couple things that I may want to talk about here that maybe some folks may not want to know. Before I go into spoilers, I do want to give a rating, and that is I would give this like an A-, and it's just because of the lack of involvement or lack of, her character didn't contribute as much to the plot as I thought it could have, and I'm talking about Dakota Fanning. Could have been more, like they should have had her responsible for more of the storyline. She's heavily involved in the story, but what she does at the end, I'm like, okay, and things like the prolonged establishing shots and some of the writing, the dialogue at the beginning of the movie. Still a very fun movie, an excellent addition to the franchise, and hopefully one day they'll release maybe like a 4K trilogy, and I would love to get that. So that is the rating. I'll give it an A- on the Samurai scale. On the OGP scale, I'm going to give it like on a 1 to 10. I'm going to give it like an 8.5. An 8.5. It definitely scratched my Equalizer itch. And if your Equalizer is itching and it doesn't get scratched, I'm telling you, it is a son of a gun, and it won't go away until it gets scratched. So you got to scratch it. You just have to reach down, deep down into the Equalizer, and give it a good scratching. A little scratchy poo right there. At this point now, if you don't want to know, I don't consider these true spoilers, but these are things going into the movie you may not want to know. So if you don't, go ahead and exit out of the video now. Maybe come back and finish later. But I'll give you about the count of one long sip of Diet Coke. So, if you're still here, get ready, because we're talking things that may be considered spoilers now. It seemed like the enemy was too easily defeated. Like he whooped their ass like he does with everybody. But this one, it just felt a little easy. And Dakota Fanning's character, she shows up because the Equalizer gives her some information, and she's like the CIA chick behind the scenes, trying to track down these drug smugglers that are in bed with some terrorists. So Dakota Fanning's character got a tip and went and realized the tip was good. And then she tracked down the Equalizer. Okay, great. So she did one thing. She tracked him down, which he left a trail intentionally for her to be able to track him down. Because there's a twist at the end. If you've seen the other movies, you'll understand the twist at the end, or the plot, the story, the little bit. I don't know if it's a twist, but there's something at the end that gives you a little bit related to something else that happened in the franchise. So then Dakota Fanning's character, he gives her another tip, and she's going to deal with that. And something happens, which I won't tell you because it is great and you need to watch to see what happens. But she doesn't make it. And so then she lays in a hospital bed. But in the hospital bed, she tells the other CIA guy, go check this out. And he basically wraps up the story, gets the bad guys that the CIA is looking for. Because there's two different elements of bad guys in this. One, Denzel's after, the Equalizer's after. The other, CIA's after. So Dakota Fanning's character didn't really do much besides lay in a hospital bed. Where have we seen that before?
Listen, I just want you to know, when he gets here, I'm gonna kill him.
We'll just say that trilogy ended poorly and leave it at that. Jamie Lee Curtis and Halloween ends crap. Actually, it was Halloween Kills, but that trilogy ended with ends and it sucked. There were some great kills. Creative fighting and effects were amazing. Denzel, him whooping ass and killing people different ways. There's a scene where, again, this is going to be, it doesn't spoil the end of the movie, but this happens during the movie, and it was just so damn cool that I want to mention it for those of you that have seen the movie and are watching this. He shoots a guy in the eye, then takes the gun and shoves it through the guy's eye, and out of the back of the guy's head, he starts shooting other people. It's amazing. So the action, the violence is phenomenal. It is right on par with the other two movies in the franchise, and I absolutely love this franchise. I really, really do. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed this reaction. This reaction video. Me reacting to my thoughts on The Equalizer 3, a franchise that I do dearly love. Love me some Denzel. He has never disappointed anything I've ever seen him in. So thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great week, weekend, day, night, month, year, whatever you're having. Have it. Have a good one. And I'll see you Monday nights. We're back. We're live every Monday. It's not EMAG, but we're just live every Monday, 5 o'clock on the West Coast of these United States of America, 8 o'clock on the East Coast. So adjust your clocks accordingly and be here or don't and suck it. See you guys.